After years of agony following the greatest dynasty in NFL history, the New England Patriots once again have found their franchise quarterback guy. While the Drake Maye 4-13 2024 season was an absolute disaster, the Patriots have their guy. And while his stats weren't the most impressive, when we turn on the film, it's clear that Maye is that dude. He's got good arm strength, pocket presence, he plays on time, great athleticism, he is a real threat as a runner, and my favorite part of his game is his ability to extend the play in the pocket with his athleticism, which takes his game to another level. On a 3rd and 7, watch how the Rams audible to an empty check, meaning there is nobody else in the backfield. But when Maye return motions Antonio Gibson back, the Rams reload their audible, meaning they're switching back to their original play call. This gets Jalen McCullough free, Michael Hoyt drops right into the shallow cross window, but instead of scrambling too quickly, instead of getting sacked, Maye is so athletic that he can extend the play just a half second and throw on the run to convert the first down. The Rams defense kept switching into the perfect play, but Maye's athleticism was too much to handle. This is just one exciting part of his game. I am very high on him. But before we dive deeper into his film, I want to thank the people who made this episode possible, Arena Club. Arena Club is a platform that takes trading cards, flips the whole thing on its head, and turns it into a digital experience. I've had baseball cards, football, Magic, MLB Showdown, and as a kid, I loved all of it. Going to the card shop, shout out Collector's Corner, the best part was just when you were opening the pack. Well, now when you buy slab packs, you can get that same feeling for hundreds of dollars or less and potentially pull a card worth tens of thousands. You can even trade them. Check me out accepting Rock On's offer and landing 3 CJ Strouds. I'll gladly give him wood. No pun intended. So now that I've accepted the offer, CJ Strouds is going right on my digital portfolio so all my friends can see it. I love this. I want to keep trading cards. Arena Club is what I use. Right now you can get 20% off your first slab pack or card purchase by going to arenaclub.com/Rollins and use code Rollins. Maye already has a very good understanding of the game, despite only being a rookie. The Patriots placed him into a chaotic situation with a rookie head coach in Mayo. He gone. Barely any surrounding talent at receiver, so it was impressive watching the young gun excel despite this below average cast of characters. We've talked about the bounce concept a million times over, but here's Maye with a fresh spin on it. Usually bounce is a frontside concept, meaning it's the first side the QB is looking, but Maye first reads to his left, then comes back to bounce backside. He knows this iteration of the concept is determined by where Zaire Franklin goes, because in zone coverage, Franklin either pushes strong to the bounce concept, which opens up the China route, or he pushes weak, which opens up bounce. So the play starts, Maye sees Franklin push weak towards China, and without looking, throws a seed to the quick dig. This is so impressive because Maye can't see the quick dig, he's relying on early down cues to succeed late in the down. Hitting the backside dig route and bounce is big time because Maye at best gets to vision it for a split second. Usually QBs have to throw it blind. So he's trusting that since he sees Franklin early in the down, the backside route will be open. While it's an impressive play, one of the worries in evaluating quarterbacks is always that a route is predetermined by the coach, or the QB isn't seeing things and is just throwing blindly. But here on a similar concept with bounce on the backside, Maye doesn't like his frontside read, which isn't open. And when he comes backside, he either sees or vibes that Jordan Brooks is in the bounce window, so Maye makes an additional read and creates an explosive on a checkdown. Despite the organizational dysfunction around him, he just showed a lot of really good positive qualities, even veteran qualities, where he's able to do things many other quarterbacks can't. For example, the Patriots have this 4 verts concept where if you don't trust your outside guys to win one-on-one, Maye doesn't. We'll get to that in a sec. You're targeting these seams, which requires the quarterback to use his eyes to create open space. Against one high safety coverages, since each receiver takes the outside corners deep, that leaves one high safety who has to guard both seams. So if Maye looks at Austin Hooper, that brings a safety over, opening the other seam. However, the Cardinals are playing 2 high safety cover 2 zone coverage, so both teams have safeties that are sitting right on top of them. So Maye quickly processes it's too high, looks outside of Dadrion Taylor-Demerson, and because it's too high, Austin Hooper bends this in front of the safety and creates a nice explosive play. Maye also has great accuracy, is consistently throwing to the correct shoulder, something we've been talking about all summer. Check this old West Coast concept called bingo, which has a shallow cross with a sit route behind it. Against zone coverage, if Maye throws this to Hunter Henry's front shoulder, he's getting blown up and the pass is possibly incomplete. This shows Maye not only can anticipate who will be open and the coverage, but can also foresee where the ball needs to go, not just to who. But as I said earlier, there was a lot wrong with the Patriots coaching staff. There were constant mistakes and miscommunication. The young second-year receiver Kayshon Boutte is running the sit route here, but doesn't sit down quick enough where Maye wants him to, and the pass falls incomplete. Whenever you popped on the film, it was clear the coaches failed to get this team on the same page, which makes the upcoming Mike Vrabel era that much more exciting. Here's Jalen Polk running the juke route in Haas F Juke, where against zone coverage a receiver is matched on a linebacker. This should be a win. Depending on where Franklin goes, Polk has the option to go anywhere to beat him. He can sit down, run across his face, whip back out. Just get open. But Polk sees Franklin deep and inside, but can't see what Maye sees. Grant Stewart is outside of him, so Polk whips back out away from Franklin. Maye thinks he'll sit in between the two. Miscommunication, not on the same page. This is on the coaching staff. Without good communication and coaching, little errors continue to pile up. The QB room and the receivers room need to be on the exact same page, so when the defense throws a curveball, the QB, receiver, lineman, everybody has to know exactly what's going to happen. When the Dolphins bring one more than the Patriots can block, offenses handle this in 2 different ways. You can either have built-in hots, where there's a quick route that Maye throws to if this guy is coming, or you have a sight adjust, where here it's Pop Douglas who converts his route to something shorter, so Maye more immediately has an option. It looks like Pop correctly sight adjusts, but Maye throws the normal seam route. I'll leave this one up to y'all in the comments. You can blame Maye for not knowing, or the coaching staff for not putting him on the exact same page with his receiver. Let me know what y'all think down below. Then there was a lack of overall specific coaching of individual positions. Linebackers in the secondary know when the O-line drives forward, it's probably a run, and when they drive backwards, it's most likely a pass. So they read high hat, low hat, referring to the lineman popping their helmet up, which means he's gonna go backwards, or keeping it down, meaning he's going forwards. A good play action pass looks like the hats are low, but if you're reading this as a secondary, who thinks this is gonna be a run? And because nobody buys it, Maye has to leave the pocket, and look how Jalen Polk potentially comes open. And finally, this is not on the coaching staff, more roster construction, but the Patriots were in dire need of a number 1 wide receiver. None of their skill guys move the needle whatsoever. Here Boutte is running this indie route, which is a 9-yard curl, but if he gets press coverage, he runs a go and tries to win over the top. Not only does he not run the route correctly, he doesn't create separation, and Maye almost throws, then doesn't. Sack, fumble. The number 1 receiver is so important because when you ISO him outside up top and the defense doesn't respect it with a safety over the top, they'll use that safety to push towards other areas of the field. So not only can you not win the ISO route, you can't win anywhere else either because of the extra body and coverage. Here the Rams don't put their safety over the top for the ISO fade. Instead, they have him double the slot, and if Maye had any trust in his receivers to win one-on-one, he actually would have attempted this, and it probably would have hit. He does have a great deep ball, he just needs the confidence in the guy to actually know pre-snap it's one-on-one, take the snap, and still know his guy is gonna win. This is why the Stephon Pink Stuff Diggs signing is so exciting. Diggs might be washed and is coming off the ACL, but he looked good last year, and if he can be even 70% of a number 1 receiver where Maye can trust him, defenses that have to respect him, the Patriots and Maye will be cooking. This franchise has suffered the last few years, but Maye is without a doubt the real deal. He can move in the pocket with his athleticism, he can move out of the pocket and pick up gigantic chunks of yardage. He's already processing the game at a high level, at times like a veteran, and with better coaching and surrounding talent, he is going to be a star. The Patriots have been down bad the last half decade, and it's largely because they've been without a clear-cut franchise quarterback. Well, now that they have Drake Maye heading into his second year, the evil empire is back.